I'm Teresa Worsham, and I'm the City of Golden's Sustainability Coordinator. We've got a 154 kilowatt solar photovoltaic system that the city built in 2013. It's part of a larger project, and this one is built actually on 2 carports, and it's a total of about 520 panels. As I mentioned, this is one of 9 projects that we built in 2013 and 14 as part of our effort to meet our renewable energy goals as an organization. My role was to coordinate the overall contract and oversee some of the construction of the 9 different sites and to communicate the financial analysis to our city boards and commissions. We analyzed more than 30 buildings and their energy consumption and combined that with the renewable energy credits that were available at the time from the utility. And these 9 sites kind of came to the top and were the most favorable return on investment. So that's how this site was chosen. Plus, the Splashwater Park was an ideal candidate for construction because it had plenty of room and it needed some shade. We looked at other areas at this site, ground-mounted sites, but then when we had the idea that this could be a dual benefit, provide shade and generate electricity at the same time, we started looking at what it would take to build these carports. The carports themselves added about 16% to the overall cost of the project, but we feel that the benefit of having the shade, especially in the summer, that the overall cost increase was worth it. After considering a few loan options that are available to local governments, we decided to finance this using internal city funds. We used some surplus revenue from one fund and loaned to this project, and so the original fund makes a little bit more interest than they normally would, and at the same time this project got a lower interest rate than we would have seen on the open market. So it was a win-win for the city. Our return on investment calculates the energy savings that we would have spent if we had not had the solar, and we combine that with the rebates offered by the local utility, and we came up with a return on investment for 16 years, and we're on track to pay that off. This was the second phase of an existing energy services contract, so we were really familiar with this particular vendor and we had successfully worked with them in the past. But we also had some subcontractors, solar installers that we hadn't worked with on this project. Golden has a policy for locally owned companies, and so we had many more subcontractors on these 9 projects than we were used to. So we did have to kind of oversee and juggle multiple contractors. But the main general contractor we had worked with before, and they did a great job of coordinating schedules. I think one of the main challenges is that this is a combination of rebates, renewable energy credits, and rate changes. And to juggle all of those and make sure that those are accurately put into place after the project is complete is an important part of the follow-up. And that's one of the main challenges that we had. Some of those rebates were missed, and we had to make sure that they got put into place in order to meet that return on investment. I think one of the unique things about this project is that it was completed through a State of Colorado oversight program for an energy services contract. A lot of local governments already know about that type of program, but what they might not realize is they can use that type of program for all of their solar needs. The State of Colorado oversees and licenses companies to do energy services contracting for local governments and publicly owned institutions. Typically, those are energy efficiency projects, but you can also use that type of program for solar.